about you is different. Some kind of energy's messing with all the chemicals in my brain. Feel the temperature rising, that look in your eyes paralyzing. Forever you're never leaving my face. Heart is racing here now, never wanna wait out. I want you right up to the end. Oh, you know what I'm feeling, even if it doesn't make sense. You don't have to guess, no, you're a minor. Something about you is different. Some kind of energy's messing with all the chemicals in my brain. Feel the temperature rising, that look in your eyes paralyzing. Forever you'll never leave in my veins. Heart is racing here now, never wanna wait out. I want you right up to the end. Oh, you know what I'm feeling, even if it doesn't make sense. You don't have to guess, no, you're a minor.
What's up, everybody? Back with another video. Just want to go live stream real quick. A lot of this is going on. Hope everybody's doing well and swell before the Slavery Day, where we celebrate our independence from I don't know what. No, they're actually selling the independence from their, they're independent. Like little kids that started a new thing up over here in the after they raped and pillaged these lands, but it is what it is. A lot is going on. There's just the stupidity is continuing. The Trump show is continuing. The plan is continuing. Everything is going as planned. Everything has been exactly what I've been telling y'all about where they want to go with this, on how they play both sides, on the people that you need to be worried about. And it's not the government by any stretch of the imagination. It's the people that they're pissing off. That's what you need to be worried about. All right. It's the revolutionaries, right? The made up revolution. Isn't it ironic that the ones that should be revolutionary are just, you know, moseying along, and the ones that don't really know nothing about what it means to be revolutionary are the revolutionaries? Ain't that crazy how they manipulated and mind controlled everybody and flipped that shit around? Just like they flipped around the man and the woman. They are beautiful at manipulating energy, right? I talked about it yesterday. They're very good at ruling your ass, getting orders out of chaos. Chaos is your emptiness, is the void. They know you are empty. They fill you up whatever the fuck they want and can make you do anything they want. They've always said, we can make them do anything, right? Is anybody here, being the most, censored channel on YouTube by a long shot? I got to check, see if anybody's breathing. Because they got me in the back, the back room. Someone just shoot a thumbs up or something. Let me know I'm live on their YouTube platform. Now it says 7. Can't not one person throw a thumbs up? Beautiful sunshine here in Rottenchester, NY. Is there anybody out there that says 7 people? I can't get one person watching to shoot a thumbs up. I wonder who those 7 people are. I'll take 3 max are at work. Who's the other few? Oh, now they jumped off. It's so crazy. It's like they would never put a feature to let people know who's watching. That'd be nice. The reason why they don't put features on these platforms to let people know who's watching, because again, MK Ultra, mind control, CIA, it is what it is. And when they do come out with the option, there will be options where people can be ghosted and hidden. So let that sink in. And again, there's nobody here. All right. No one's here. All right, I guess I'll shoot up the disclaimer because there's nobody here. And I don't know if I'm live, so I'm going to shoot up my disclaimer again. I'll play my other intro.
So, when you hear me speak and the things I say, I'm speaking to my people.
If you ask me, I'll tell you what is wrong with the world. We're being desensitized from the things we should feel. Living our lives in these times while we suffer inside, and we can't see the problems because the masses are blind. Let's try and find a solution. We're not helping ourselves. We're walking around unattached and disconnected from self. Too comfortable and too scared. That's why we never rebel. That's why we catch me writing rhymes and trying to balance the scales. Put car on the roads. It seems like dawn of the dead. Zombies, robots, lemons being misled. It's like we're sheep to the slaughterhouse on the conveyor belt, about to self-destruct, cause we're under a spell. We search for purpose, but nothing ever surfaces. We need to be accountable, cause we're deserving this. Alarm bells are ringing, but it's like you refuse to wake up. Subconsciously you're hitting on the snooze. It's just another day in this world, while we're living under the spell. When you try.
All right, maybe the comments don't work because there's still nobody here. Now it says 7 people again. I'm just trying to see if I can get a thumbs up from at least 1 out of the 7 people. Up now it's down to 6 people. Somebody dropped off. People ducking when you point them out, just ducking and dipping and hiding. So there we go. Thank you, G Code. Shout out to G Code. Shout out to you for shooting that thumbs up. Let me know at least somebody's out there. That's all I needed. All I need is one. I didn't care if anybody was here, but I just needed at least one. So shout out to you, my bro. There. Is this good? Hold on 1 second, guys. What are you looking at, lady? Go. Psychopaths amongst me. Telling y'all, I'd be around this motherfucker, man. You know, hold on, guys. So, yeah. Again, a lot of shit going on. I'm just going to get into it. I don't want this to be a long live stream. Probably be maybe 25, 30 minutes. But I just wanted to get this out because this is what's running amok in the news. They just prepping. They are prepping the minds exactly how they are supposed to. It's been going back and forth. It's been going Trumpers, Bideners, the liberals, Trumpers, the liberal. It's all Trump versus the liberals. All right. It's the Trump versus the liberal. It's the Save America mindset versus the we need to save America to stop the orange guy from becoming a Nazi, tyrannical, racist, everything in between. That's what they're doing. Oh my God, now it says only 3 people here. Man, it's getting bad. I'm losing support. I'm losing support. Man. Hold on. But yeah, so shout out to all you that tune in later. But this is just real shit. And this is what we need to be paying attention to. It's because these people are all around us. Like I said, I've seen a lot of craziness just around me, and I know y'all have too. It's good rap samples. Yeah. So the one thing is the Supreme Court's historic decision granting Donald Trump immunity. That's what they said, right? That's what they saying on the CIA propaganda, right? The Supreme Court handed down a landmark decision Monday granting Donald Trump partial immunity from special counsel Jack Smith's election subversion case, handing the former president a significant win during his election bid. That, and they use 6-3. They're using numbers, obviously, 369s. They're using the, spiritual numbers to control the masses, right? Now, this was only brought out to piss off the same motherfuckers I got in the thumbnail. That's all that is. It's just to piss these people off, man. They're pissing them off because these people were all about the immunity thing with the police, the Black Lives Matter crap. They're all about the immunity. Why they should not get, immunity. Government shouldn't have immunity. And here they go. They give the fucking most hated motherfucker on the earth to these people immunity. This is what they're doing. They are making a psychotic fucking society from mind manipulation and brainwashing. And then they have the Chevron case also, which, that is just like, I'm like, why in the fuck are they bringing this out? right? Why are they bringing this Chevron case out, right? Which is, it's called the Chevron difference is dead. Will the administration state follow? Them motherfuckers been running this whole entire corporation called the United States the same exact fucking way. Like, it's just mind blowing that this is even relevant, right? Really, the Chevron difference is referring to the doctrine of judicial difference given to an administrative action. It was coined after the Landmark case, Chevron USA, right? Chevron U.S.A. Inc., just like USA Inc., right? Versus Natural Resource Defense Council, right? In Chevron, the Supreme Court set forth a legal test as to when the court should defer to the agency's answer or interpretation, holding that such judicial difference is appropriate where the agency's answer was not unreasonable, so long as Congress has not spoken directly to the precise issue at question. Chevron was the most important principles of administrative law for 40 years. In June 2024, the U.S. Supreme Court overturned the Chevron doctrine in Looper Bright versus Raimondo, stating the Administrative Procedure Act requires courts to exercise their independent judgment in deciding whether an agency has acted within its statutory authority, and courts may not defer to any agency interpretation of the law simply because a status is ambiguous. Chevron is overruled. The scope of the Chevron difference doctrine was when a legislative delegation to an administrative agency on a particular issue or question was not explicit, but rather implicit. A court may not substitute its own interpretation of the statute for reasonable interpretation made by administrative agency. Rather, as Justice Stevens wrote in Chevron, when the statute was silent or ambiguous with respect to the specific issue, the question for the court was whether the agency's action was based on permissible construction of the statute. First, the Chevron difference required that the administrative interpretation in question was issued by the agency charged with administering that statute. Accordingly, interpretations by agencies not in charge of the statute in question were not allowed any judicial difference. Also, the implicit delegation of authority to an administrative agency to interpret a statute did not extend to the agency's interpretation of its own jurisdiction under the statute. I mean, it's a lot to read, right? But again, they're talking about administrative, legislative, interpretation, statutes, which don't even fucking apply to you any goddamn way. This is how they run shit here in the corporation any fucking way. They just apply shit everywhere. They just throw shit at the wall, and if it sticks, it sticks. And most of the shit sticks. All right, what's good, ESP? All right. They're saying it's inconsistent with the Administrative Procedural Act and gave unelected government officials too much authority. When I heard this, that's what I'm saying. This place should have been on fire a million times, because these motherfuckers do shit and then come back and tell you what they've been doing. And a motherfucker don't even bat an eye as a Toyota Prius just is right behind me. There's a 90% chance there's bumper stickers on the fucking back of it. There's either an old person with gray hair driving the motherfucker, or somebody with black hair, curly twists, glasses, piercings, and fucking tattoos. All right. But anyways, I mean, this is how the corporation is ran. And if y'all don't know who the fuck Chevron was, I mean, seriously, Chevron is a part of the fucking corporation. All right. It's an energy corporation, which means oil, right? It was a fucking Pacific Coast, some shit, oil company back in 1800s, man. The 1800s. Okay, and look, the founder. Look, listen to this, right? Does this make any fucking sense? The Chevron doctrine that was set up for governments, administrative corporations. This is how the United States is. I mean, this is how you know the United States is a fucking corporation because it operates exactly like that, 100%. Okay, Charles Norton Felton, right, was an American fucking banker. He's the founder of Chevron, one of them, right? And a what politician who served as a fucking congressman. So let that sink in. Fast forward to fucking this is 18 fucking 32. All right, 1830 fucking 2. This motherfucker was. I mean, he was in office 1891 to 1893. Okay. I mean, what the fuck? This motherfucker was the government. Chevron, the founders was the government. And they implemented a Chevron doctrine for this goddamn for this company and others like it. That's why I said this shit should be on fire tenfold. Like they come out and tell him, I mean, this is how this country is. This shit is mind-blowing, man. It's fucking mind-blowing, really. The founder of Chevron was a fucking congressman and a U.S. senator from 1891 to 1893. I mean, literally. In addition to co-founding the progenitor of the Chevron Corporation. I mean, what in the fuck? And then the other founder, Lloyd Tevis, right? He was a banker and a capitalist who served as president of Wells Fargo Company from 1872 to 1892. He also co-founded the Pacific Oil Company, the progenitor to the Chevron Corporation, right? And this motherfucker was preceded by, right? Actual William, what you call it? The motherfucker was with Wells Fargo, the same one who created Chevron, right? Along with his fucking buddy, right? Charles and Felton. They were government themselves, man. The Chevron doctrine. Like, this shit is fucked up. Like, come on, man. And that's how they've been operating the United States to say, oh, well, you know, we'll just throw shit and see if it sticks. Unbelievable, man. Now they overturned in 2024. Now, ironically, everything is, what is so special about 1984? All right? Where was the fuck was the sun positions in 1984? In the moon positions in 1984? We need to find out, because a lot of things trace back to 1984 that's going on right now for this fucking collapse society. A lot of shit is linked to 1984. All right? Kind of like they're giving you a nod, like, look, bitch, we're headed to communism, split Eurasia, you know? I mean, it's where they're going with it, man. But so, yeah, you have the Trump fucking bullshit, right? And nobody even really cares about this. You know, who gives a fuck about a Chevron doctrine anyway? Who's paying attention to that shit? It's a little seed they're planting. Right along with Trump's immunity. You know? Piss the people off. It's a win for Trump. And they're just going back and forth, pissing each other off, setting it up. Setting it all up, guys. They're setting it all up, man. You know, Trump's immunity. I mean, seriously. There's nothing. They've been propagating these liberal fucking revolutionary psychopaths, right? That's what they are. With this shit for a few years. They've been pumping them and pumping them and pumping them. And this is just another pump. You know? Qualified immunity. You don't need qualified immunity. Oh, but all of a sudden now, you know, it's cool now. It's cool. It's cool. That's all it is. But then they say no qualified immunity for officers, for Arizona officer who killed a man in 2018, Ninth Court Circuit ruled 14 hours ago. And all this qualified immunity, it's for these liberal people, man. Right here. Go just look up Google qualified immunity. Watch what they're doing. They just bust out Donald Trump. Boom! In the minute of these people protesting. Divided. MD, Maryland Supreme Court upholds police immunity in Corian Gaines shooting. Why is all this news 19 hours ago, 14 hours ago? No qualified immunity for Arizona officer who killed a man in 29. All this death and police killings and this and that. And then Trump, presidential immunity extends to some official acts. Supreme Court rules in Trump. I mean, come on. This stuff is patty cake, easy to understand what they're doing. Because Trump is going to be that, iron hand, right? The more police, we already know if they're scaling back police, this government does not want anything even remotely close to doing no shit like that. Like they want as many, if they can have a cop in every fucking house, they would. If they could have a cop, listen, everyone needs to be equipped with a police officer in their home at all times, have a separate bedroom, must clothe them, eat them, feed them, and make sure they have everything they need. These motherfuckers could do that. They would have a cop in every house in this fucking corporation. So what do they need to do? Just scale them back. Pretend they're scaling all the cops back. All the more later, because they want to fill your head because it's full of chaos, right? And create order out of chaos spiritually, then physically, right? So they could come in with more police than you could ever have fucking dreamed of. And you think it was all in the name of safety, but the reality is it was to sit there and create more tyranny, more restriction, more you can't do that. No, you don't have a right to, you can't do that. Only inside the walls of your fucking house. Get your fucking bitch ass back in your fucking house before we billy club your ass, right? And if we don't billy club your ass, we'll just fucking plug you or we'll shock you, right? Just put a bullet in your fucking head. And then we got qualified immunity. And then Trump is the president. And he's for killing. Again, history repeats itself in some ways. So pretty wild on how they're manipulating both sides back and forth. Meanwhile, manipulating the truth community conspiracy theorists at the same fucking time. You know, I tell you, man, it's one big bag of beans, man. Where to be? Well, where to be is clear and free, right? Just let them know, like, that shit don't apply to me. Doesn't apply to me. You know, I don't subscribe to that. You know, the cat done got too big. You know, the cat got too big now. You know, motherfuckers want to know, what do you do now? Well, the cat's too big. Well, I mean, slowly but surely, I mean, the only thing that'll ever undo this is a spiritual revolution. Not what they want, a spiritual revolution, but a revolution that understands that the basic principles of humanity, human beings, love, true love, and understanding. That's it. Justice, uprightness, all that good shit. All right, guys, I gotta take a time out. I gotta get some juice. I gotta get some juice. I've been slacking on my Just Juice. I've been drinking, hot tea, ginger tea. But give me 1 second, please. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Quick timeout. But I'm back. So, I'm back. Yeah, so pretty wild, man, how they keep on doing this to the people. And you gotta remember, you know, it's another thing about the truth community, truth, you know, us truthers, all right, right? That's what we are, truthers, right? As we say, you know, oh, they're doing this and they're doing that and they're doing this and you know they're trying to manipulate there and people fall for it. Oh, the sheeple, but not realizing that those people are all around you. All the ones that they're manipulating, all the ones that they are manipulating are all around you. They're all around you. Every one of them. So it doesn't matter if it don't affect you. It's gonna affect you because these people are around you. I see them all the time, man. I'll be playing with my kids. Sometimes we go to some places, right? I'm like, man, could you imagine if somebody walked through here with a fucking Trump 24 shirt on or a hat? He'd probably get murdered. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the society we live in. There's some place I was at I went to this what is it, like some like flea market, right? Straight liberal, cool as hell though. Straight just liberal. I mean, just 100 fucking. You can feel the energy in there. Dope as hell though. I like you know the vibe of the place, you know. But it's liberal energies. It is what it is. Man, I was like, I said, look, I said, if somebody walked through here with a Trump Make America Great Again or 2024, they gonna kill his ass. He would be told. I mean, it's unfair, and this is how psycho. I can feel the energy from these people. He would be probably assaulted. I'm just telling you. People would definitely approach him. Definitely. I'm just like, yo, somebody need to do that. Just walk through there with a fucking Trump 24 hat, just to see. You know, I ain't gonna do no shit like that. You know, but if somebody did that, just to see the reaction of the people, man, you'll see what you're dealing with, man. And even if you don't line up like me with none of them motherfuckers, push comes to shove, they're gonna lump you in with that anyway. You know, like I'm a glitch maker. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about because I don't fuck with anything y'all talking about, but some of the topics. I don't give a fuck about none of these fucking Muppets, and I don't want any of these motherfucking Muppets coming here talking any of this shit. And I'm not for anarchists. I ain't with that. But whatever's in place, there ain't nothing to fix that shit. Point blank, period. I believe somehow the power needs to go back to the people and common man, common heads, you know? Not a bunch of motherfucking people to come in to rule people. No. Because if you look at society, it's running without the government. I mean, it is. It's really running without the government. They just pretend they're making it run and operate. It's people gonna do what they do. If these motherfuckers weren't in the way, we all would be better. Business would be better, you know, and just did what they needed to do. Like stop fucking crime, real shit that's going down. How they attack like homeowners, businesses. Why don't they police and say, look, everybody knows that's a dope house. Go fucking shut that bitch down. They don't. I mean, the shit is amazing, man. It really is amazing. It's amazing the society we live in. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of is destruction. I mean, at this point, you just got to just destroy the shit. You know? You got to just fucking, you know, megaton bomb. I mean, at this point, I mean, look at this shit, man. I mean, look at Rochester. Motherfucker at work, just doing his job, right? A manager at fucking Big Lots doing his fucking job. Somebody assaults another worker, right? He tries to just stop them. He gets like somebody else gets nudged or whatever the fuck happened. And then the motherfucker gets fired from his own fucking job. What? No. fuck kind of shit that we wake up into? I mean, if that ain't, that's somebody you should fucking keep, you know? But I mean, at this point, like, what? I mean, look at this shit, man. I mean, look at this. And there was another story. I think might have been Baltimore, where people are fed up and they were like, look, if y'all ain't gonna do it, we can do it. And then the mayor came out and said the same shit they said here in Rochester. You know, we don't want people taking the law into their own hands or vigilanteism. We don't want any of that. Yeah, motherfucker. If y'all ain't doing it, we need to do it. But then they say we can't do it. What? They say we can't do it. Well, make it make sense. Either we can't keep ourselves safe because that's wrong. Then we can't like stop crime. That's wrong. Like what? Like this is the society we live in, and nobody. I mean, this shit is amazing to me, man. You know, think about that. What? Man, come on. How the fuck we live in a society where you can't stop the crime, you can't prevent the crime, you know, you just got to watch it happen, call the authorities, and then they can't do nothing. Like, what? Where is this coming from? I mean, we know, but I mean, think about it. And everybody just moseying the fuck along. Because where is this shit coming from? Where is it coming from? And then there's governments that people are voting for while all this shit, there's nobody should have any faith in not one single breathing human being in the motherfucking system. Period. If one is fucked up, it's all by default. You know? It is what it is. You know? By default, it is what it is. And I still stand firm on we need to go back to holding, the people need to take back control and hold government accountable. Fuck holding all these other people out. Government needs to be held accountable for everything they're fucking doing. That's it. Game over. Nope, we don't need this shit over here. We don't need this administrative bullshit. Well, how are we gonna figure it out? Fuck with y'all. Everybody's still doing everything. Y'all are about getting the bag. Get the bag. Whatever y'all doing to get the bag, get to the people. Keep doing that shit. That'll keep shit stable and floating. All the other shit y'all motherfuckers doing, we about to start chip, chop, chop. Chip, chop, chip. It don't take all these human beings to send credits to motherfuckers shit while we get through this, send people this social services shit while we get through this loophole. You know how many people would want to help out then if we start eliminating this fucked up ass, corrupt ass, bullshit ass, unnecessary ass fucking government on all levels from the bottom to the top? You got fire departments thinking they're fucking officials in government and can tell you what to do. What the fuck? I mean, this shit is baffling. The shit needs to be all redone. And destroyed? No. Destroyed, I'm talking about the principles? No the fuck way. They need to be held to those principles by the people and the people only. That's the power. Because then it don't matter who the fuck it is. It could be Bobby. It could be Robbie. It could be dumb Joe that don't know shit, that's been sitting on his porch for 30 years. But now he sees all his community like, wait a minute, what's going on? Well, look, we had enough of the government. Oh, fuck, me too. Let's go. There you go. Motherfucker don't know shit about nothing about nothing. But guess what? He's a body. He's somebody. He's somebody. Like, look, we need to start all over again. How? I don't fucking know. But I know it don't take all y'all motherfuckers up here to send. You always threaten, oh, the government shut down. There are going to be no fucking services. Fuckers to implement services. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Most of the people on the bottom that are working in these places are the ones where y'all ain't motherfucking working. Y'all got an office high up and somewhere nobody ever sees you, just show your face every once in a while. Bitch, we don't need y'all motherfuckers at all. Zero. City council people, all these other motherfucking people, we don't need none of them. What are they? It's a fucking joke, man. Remove all these fucking people. You know? Fuck, man. What a community organizer should be a motherfucker in the goddamn community. That's it. That's what a community organizer should be. Somebody that's a staple already in the community. Maybe it's some motherfucker that owns the collision shop down the street that everybody goes to, or the corner store. Well, ain't there's some fucking Arabs now, but you know, someone, some people at church, like, no, these are the fucking community. This is the community. We're gonna run it through the fucking church. Now we're not gonna speak keep the Jesus shit aside. We got to get shit back on track before we can start praying to Jesus. In the glory of Jesus, we'll do that. But we got to take a time out from all that shit. We'll pray once, 2, 3 times a day. All right, that's cool. Compromise. But we know we got to get it together. Because this shit is just way out of control. You know? It's almost, bitch, you work for government or you don't. That's where they're going with this shit. Private, remember during Mr. 19? Public and private partnership. Well, that's because they want to eliminate fucking private. They want to link private and public together so they can eliminate fucking private. That's what's all it's doing. Make it sound so good, but that's all they want to do is eliminate private. So yeah, man, you know, look around your society. Okay. Look around your society. Okay. Check this shit out. I'm in New York State, guys. We know how it is here. Remember, it's a liberal state. The Dems. It's all the Dems. It's the blue states. No, bitch, it's your dumb ass believing in that shit. Dumb motherfucker. It's because blue. Your ass is dead cold. You don't got nothing. Right? Okay? Laws, right? Check this shit out. All right? New York State Assembly. Okay? This shit is old right here. Old as fuck. All right? In accordance with this assembly. All right, hold on. Listen to this shit. Listen to this fucking shit. This was in, when the fuck was this? All right, hold on. Listen to this shit. This was a bill, okay? Number, this is funny, right? This is bill number A00507, all right? Check this shit out. It's not funny, but it's funny. All right. Now, this is January 9th, 2023. Introduced by Hunter. Listen to the names, right? This is when you got to say, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on here? Right? Introduced by Hunter. These are last names. Ma'am, Danny, Epstein, Aubrey, Simon, Dickens. Read once and referred to the Committee on Codes, right? An act to amend the criminal procedure law and the penal law in relation to abolishing citizens' arrest and to repeal certain provisions of the criminal procedure law and the Family Court Act relating thereto, right? The people of the state of New York represented in Senate and Assembly do enact as follows. Section 140.45 of the Criminal Procedure Law, as amended by Chapter 550 of the laws of 1987, is amended to read as follows. Subsection 140.45, arrest without a warrant, dismissal of insufficient local criminal court accusatory instrument. If local criminal court accusatory instrument filed with a local criminal court pursuant to section 140.20 or 140.25 is not sufficient on its face as prescribed in section 140, and if the court is satisfied that on the basis of available facts or evidence, it will be impossible to draw and file accusatory instrument which is sufficient on its face. It must dismiss such accusatory instrument and discharge the defendant, right? That's a good thing. A lot of people don't even know what the fuck that even means. Accusatory instrument is, bitch, that's how you got the crime. All right? So they're trying to amend this shit, right? So it says in section subdivision 44, whatever, as added by chapter 77 of the laws of 1968, opening paragraph to paragraph A is amended by chapter 511 of the laws of 2004, paragraph B as amended. They're amending, all these amendments, okay? Number 4, a private person acting on his or her own account may use physical force other than deadly physical force upon another person when and to the extent that she reasonably believes such to be necessary to, they cross it out, because remember, they're amending it, affect an arrest or to prevent the escape from custody of a person whom he or she reasonably believes have committed an offense, right? A felony, or who in fact committed, they cross all this shit out, such offense, a felony, and is in immediate flight thereof, and may use deadly force for such purpose when she reasonably believes such to be a necessity to defend himself, herself, or third person which she reasonably believes. I mean, they crossed this whole section, defend. It said defend period back in the days, but it turned to defend himself. Listen to this shit, man. Listen to this stuff. And they crossed out such offense and put a felony. So they eliminated your ability to do this shit. They already know what they did this and are doing this because they know where they're taking this. And they don't want citizens to be like, fuck it, we about to take the law in our own hand. No, now you get charged. All I read was, this is what I was getting at. A private person, okay? Meaning you and me. Now all of a sudden you're private, right? They didn't say a citizen. They said a private person. Wow. Why did they say that? Well, because they're taking it back to common understanding and common law. Because why would they? This is legal. This is law. This is from the law books. This is from the actual document, the bill. It's line 19. Just Google this shit. Just Google bill, Assembly Bill 0A00507. Okay? Just look this shit up. This is what they want. This is where they're going with this shit. 2023 to 2024. They crossed this shit out. All right? A private person. Oh, now you want to call us a private person. This is how I said people need to read the law. Then you'll understand what the fuck's going on here and what position you really are. And why am I letting these motherfuckers fuck with me? And how are they able to fuck with us? How? Right? So number 4, a private person acting on his or her own account. Oh, yeah. See, they're telling you can do all that. They're telling you straight up and down, you can do all that shit. And it says may use physical force other than deadly force. Not deadly, physical. Right? We're talking full Nelson, figure 4 leg lock a motherfucker. That's what you can do, okay? A private person acting his or her own account may use physical force other than deadly force upon another person when and to the extent that he or she reasonably believes such to be necessary to, it used to say affect an arrest or to prevent an escape. They eliminated that. All right? From custody, they crossed out custody of a person whom he or she reasonably believes to have committed. They crossed out offense and put a felony. So they changed offense to a felony. Only if these motherfuckers committed a felony can you prevent the escape. It doesn't say you can effect an arrest, right? So a change necessary to effect an arrest to necessary to prevent the escape. And it said from custody, then they crossed that out, put of a person whom he or she reasonably believes have committed an offense. They crossed that out, put a felony, right? Think about that. And it says explanation, matter in italics, underscored, is new. Matter in brackets is old. Law to be omitted. Guys, gotta omit that shit. This is fucked up, man. They doing this shit all over, man. You wonder how they get away with doing it. The motherfucker just watched crime happen in the place he worked and got fucking fired. This is the world we live in, guys. And guess what? It's okay. Nobody gives a fuck. It ain't me. It don't bother me. All right? So then after it goes a felony, it says, and who in fact has committed, it crossed out such offense to, they changed it to a felony and is an immediate flight thereof, and may use deadly physical force for such purpose when he or she reasonably believe such to be necessary to a defend. They cross a defend out and put defend himself. It used to just say defend because you could defend others. Now they changed it to himself, herself, or third person from what he or reasonably to be use of or an imminent use of deadly physical force. And it can only be deadly force, or that's all it said. I mean, this shit is wild, man. All right. And they eliminated the whole B section, which affected arrest of a person. This is what the whole section they removed. Affect the arrest of a person who has committed murder, manslaughter in the first degree, robbery, forcible rape, or forcible criminal sex act, and who is immediate flight thereof. They removed that whole fucking thing. And then they removed the Family Court Act is repealed from this section. This act shall take effect immediately. Ain't that crazy? They did that to a private person, basically making you a criminal if you start to fuck with their agenda. That's pretty much what they did. That's crazy, man. That is fucking wild, man. And that bill was to abolish citizens' arrest. Point blank, period. An act to amend the criminal procedure law and the penal law in relation to abolishing citizens' arrest and repeal certain provisions of the criminal procedure law and the Family Act relating thereunto. That's fucked up, man. That's so fucked up. And look at society. That's fucked up, man. This bill is to abolish the practice of citizens' arrest in the state of New York. To do so, it seeks amendments to both criminal procedure law and the penal law. The bill includes a repeal of certain sections of the criminal procedure law, such as 140.30, 140.35, and 140.40, as well as repeal of section 305.1 of the Family Court Act. A citizen's arrest is a measure taken by an ordinary citizen to detain a person believed to have committed a crime until law enforcement arrives. Guys, we can't do that no more in New York State, and probably a state near you coming soon. Ain't that fucked up? You can't. And that's why that motherfucker got in trouble and fired from his fucking job, because that fucking Big Lots will get sued by the motherfuckers who see that and say, up. Nope, they can't do that. You're liable for suit and sanctions. I don't know who pushing them buttons, but somebody told somebody that told somebody, and them motherfuckers had to put this in their policy where they got zero tolerance for anybody stopping a criminal. That's why all the employees around New York State say we can't do nothing. That's why the police got to sit outside and watch them, just be a deterrent. Physically, they can't do nothing. And that ain't even a citizen. That's a motherfucking police arrest. Well, if they didn't physically harm someone, we got to let them go. What the fuck is going on, guys? and just everybody just moseying along. That's the blue state, red state. Vote for Trump, Donald Trump. Vote for Biden. It's got to save us. How the fuck are they, man? Oh my God. Whew. Let me finish. The bill instead outlines scenarios in which a private person can use physical force, but removes the provisions about arresting a suspect. See, only in defense. You can't just see crime like the mayor said here. We don't want vigilantism. Oh, why? You ain't telling American people, you ain't telling the people of Rochester that it's in your laws. Y'all just recently fucking changed, right? Y'all recently just changed these fucking laws. And now all of a sudden we got crime like this that's promoted. Yeah, okay. It's a clear agenda. They should be like, look, fuck the government. Our city is in shambles. Our community is being destroyed. Fuck the government's up top. We'll deal with that. Ain't that what they got in there for? We'll deal with that. That's what it should be. Bitch, do your job. Tell them motherfuckers, fuck you. We are protecting our city. Nope. That's why I can't talk to any of these motherfuckers around here that are into politics. Because I go straight there. Ain't nothing to talk about. Bitch, if them motherfuckers that you want to go preach to that gonna help you out can't tell the motherfucker above them, bitch, we about to shut this shit down. Stop all this shit. Get the police. Arrest these motherfuckers on site. Fuck the fucking government. Until they do that, then maybe I'll raise an eyebrow. Until then, it's fuck you too. You ain't no better than none of them. That's why I don't deal with any. I don't do politics around here because it's you got to be completely fucking throwing all your morals and principles away to think somebody else is gonna help you the fuck out. They already in there. Or they do it. They're just all in line from the top down. Fuck out of here, man. The bill instead outlines scenarios in which private persons, right? You all of a sudden private in this bill, but anywhere else you're a fucking citizen, right? Can use physical force. You know why they got person in here and private and all this other shit? Because this will end up being a constitutional type case. That's the fuck why. There ain't none of this administrative process bullshit in this fucking bill because you're dealing with individuals and persons that are protecting private property, most likely, and their person themselves. That's why they writ this shit up like that. Again, this bill instead outlines scenarios in which private persons can use physical force, but removes the provisions about arresting a suspect. Dismissal of an insufficient local criminal court accusatory instrument is also stated in the bill. Insufficient, in this case, refers to any instrument that, based on any available evidence or facts, is not adequate for the discharge of its intended function. The bill is designated to come into effect immediately upon approval. Right? And you got Pamela Hunter, right? Think of these last names. You got Jeffarian Aubrey, Harvey Epstein. Ain't that fucking crazy? The motherfucker's name is Harvey Epstein. Anna Kellis, Zoran Mamdani, Joanne Simon, Phil Steck. All D's behind them. Democrat, 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 Democrat. Who the fuck is these motherfuckers? I know. They're the part of the liberal agenda that were put in place, thinking they're doing something good, don't realize they're working for the same motherfuckers that want communism. Bet you they're all trained Marxists. All right? Ain't that crazy, though? Crazy. You know? Yeah, right. Rap Savage fucking crazy. That's why I don't get involved with it. I can't. I mean, people ask me, "Lo, come here, come there, come in." Like, why? To lower my fucking to what? Lower my vibration, lower my energy. Just by me going there, I'm like, okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, I can see what's going on, but I ain't got no voice on nothing because all that shit is default to me already. You know, going there and talking. I ain't talking to these motherfuckers. They do shit on paper anyway. What are we talking about? There's a reason why the crime is the way it is. They set it up that way. You know, from even the mayor of this motherfucking city, nobody can tell me he's doing anything remotely good about anything, because if there's crime and there's all this shit and lawlessness, it's bitches because you're allowing it, because the motherfuckers above you or whoever's controlling you, whoever got their hand up your rectum, is the motherfucker telling you, bitch, you can't do that, because you could simply just say fuck the government. And you know how many people would be behind you if you turn the tide and you're the person of color? Man, you talk about a fucking movement. Man, you say, man, fuck the government. We're about to take control of these streets. And they actually do, and start actually stopping the fucking criminals from walking out of the store and putting them all in the fucking clink, instead of putting the motherfucker just driving down the street without a license in jail, or putting the fucking just a regular in jail. You know, that's what they do. They put the regular people in jail, but the hard ass criminals are roaming the fucking streets. That's crazy. But it's all an agenda. And what's the agenda? Thousands and thousands of police, restricted movement. All right. Businesses implementing the new chip system that is going to be in all packages, where that's actually linked to your fucking phone, where they know where each package is moving and traveling. They already have this technology ready to go, and all the corporations can't wait to fucking use it. Some of them are like, well, you know what? This is actually good for business because we're making all this money off of insurance. Now we got to actually go back to making sales. And if we don't make sales, we got to drop prices and we got to do all this shit. At what we're doing, we could, y'all notice ain't no motherfucking sales on like shit that ain't not food. Ain't no sales on tools and all this other shit. Ain't no sales. Why ain't it no sales? Because the motherfuckers want the price where it's at, so a bitch can steal it so they can fucking make their money. Think about it. They invest in insurance. Now their insurance is a fucking investment. Who cares if it's high? They making money over hand over fist. Insurance companies like, let's creep it up a bit, guys. We'll all make money. And who's losing? The motherfucker who is abiding by the rules. They losing all the way around. You know? They're losing all the way around. It's a fucked up situation, man, that people don't look at. You know? Corporations love the shit. But when them chip shits come in, just look up chip packaging. Man, that shit. Here. Okay. You got okay. They got right here. They call it Radical. Radical new it's not, they want me to pay. Advanced Boston Consulting Group, advanced chip packaging is radically reshaping the chip ecosystem. Linked with AI, GPS tracking, global chip packaging is radically changing. All right. Hold on. Man, there's so many companies doing this shit. Whoops. Yeah, they got this GPS tracking technology. They used it in Amazon package theft before, theft sting, right? So what they did is they just packaged the boxes with the GPS chip to catch the thieves, right? So the corporation was like, man, that's a good idea. So the company started making chips with AI, and when you leave, right? When you leave the vicinity, I think it's the property, the chips are supposed to be deactivated. It's like some James Bond type shit. And the chips deactivate. So they're like they're playing the fine line of, well, we're doing it to curb theft and, for us to have to raise the prices. But be sure that when you leave the property, the chip becomes deactivated and, you're no longer tracked. That's how they trying to sell that shit. But they are all gung-ho about this technology because now they know it helps. They don't have to hire a fucking inventory service anymore because now all the inventory is tracked and monitored. I mean, you should have saw they had a screen where there was like all like blurted green. And then the reds were things that were moving and not paid for. And it was supposed to link up with all this fucking chip shit, all this other stuff. The technology is there. They just going to implement it. But think about it. If I had some shit, I'd be like, well, that's fucking genius. Let's do it. What's good, Ace Flavor? I would be like, let's do it. And then it helps with targeting people. So, as soon as that person picks up, it's going to link with their phone. As soon as they put in their cart, boom, they're interested. So they're going to be able to target people with advertisement and ads and all that shit, man. But that's about it for me today, man. I just wanted to come on here and talk about the way they're playing everybody as usual, So hope everybody's doing great. And shout out to all you guys. Shout out to everybody watching this later. And I'll talk to y'all later. Much love.
Something about you is different. Some kind of energy's messing with all the chemicals in my brain. Feel the temperature rising. That look in your eyes paralyzing. Forever you're never leaving my face. Heart is racing here now. Never wanna wait out. I want you right up to the end. Oh, you know what I'm feeling, even if it doesn't make sense. You don't have to guess. No, you're a mind reader. Something about you is different. Some kind of energy's messing with all the chemicals in my brain. Feel the temperature rising. That look in your eyes paralyzing. Forever you'll never leave in my veins.